welcome to Dave C, straight from the pit. Dave C here. I thought for today's show, we could talk about the armored missile vehicle Wolverine, the amphibious personnel carrier, both from 1983, and just some memories of G.I. Joe and the early 80s. One of the first videos I did on this channel was about the 1983 Wolverine, and I thought maybe I'd go back and revisit it. That was quite some time ago now. But yeah, it was a famous vehicle for the Real American Hero toy line, and it came with CoverGirl, shown there on the box art, and there she is there in the bubble. And it's just beautiful art, like all the Hector Greedo art. And back then, it was on sale for $7.94 at a self-service, which was a store like Consumers Distributing, I've heard, that was down in the United States. And like I've said before, I enjoy having the price tags on these old boxes because it gives it kind of some nostalgia, and we know where the product came from, what store it was sold at. And I have a story about this one, a nice memory. When I was 8 years old, for March break in 1983, my dad bought me this for a March break gift. And I'll never forget that. We opened it together, and he helped me put it together. And I always liked her coming with this vehicle because it was a girl, as we would say back then. We didn't call them women. We would say, it comes with a girl. And yeah, but a really pretty girl that was on the G.I. Joe cartoon already, in the Mass Device. And in the Mass Device, she had blonde hair, of course. And in the toy, she has red hair. She fit right in with all the other Joe figures that year, with lots of diversity. And G.I. Joe was always setting the bar for that, in my opinion, way ahead of any social justice that has come years later now. They always had representation in color and sex and ethnic backgrounds that a lot of other toy lines maybe didn't. And, you know, looking back, I'm kind of proud of that, and maybe helped mold our minds as kids. That, you know, whatever our parents were telling us, that certain races were fine and good and everything was great, and it was showing up in the toys as well. That everybody could get along and come from different backgrounds and form this awesome special missions force that would fight evil. And there is the Wolverine there in the 83 catalog, number 10. And this, of course, came with all the vehicles from that year. And I was looking at this one earlier, and I kind of forgot about the G.I. Joe hat deal back then. That's pretty cool. And about a month after I got the Wolverine for March break, my Nana got me the amphibious personnel carrier. And that was around Easter. And on this channel before, I've spoken about this story. I had gotten it and brought it over to my cousin Jeremy's house. And because it was Easter time, I had Easter Bunny, of course, one of the big giant Allen ones that he used to be able to get. And yeah, I started eating this bunny, and I brought it to bed with me because I was sleeping over at their house, at my Aunt Carol's house. And when I woke up in the morning, the chocolate was all over the place because I didn't put it on the table. I fell asleep with it. And I remember my cousin Jeremy waking up that morning, the next morning, and coming out and saying, David, like, what the heck? And what's all this chocolate doing everywhere? And I remember kind of waking up and there was chocolate all over the sheets, and it was just a really funny moment. But I also remember him saying how cool this amphibious carrier was, and he helped me load up a lot of the 82, 83 figures that were out back then, load them all up into the back of this thing because it was such a large vehicle for that. I'll flip the box around now, and we can see. I can show you the photograph of all the space back there. Yeah, you can see here on the art that you could put so many figures back there, and then you put the plastic tarp over top. And I remember putting this thing in the bathtub. That was always pretty fun because it floats, of course. But yeah, back then, just remembering now, it was so many memories of just such close families and friends. And I would go to church with my cousins. We'd all get in this big industrial van that my Uncle Pete had, and we go to church. And here's a photo I recently found. My mom gave me this of me going to church, and that's my cousin Jonathan there with me. But yeah, that's from my confirmation from church, and I'm really proud of that. And I really enjoyed going to church back then. Taught me a lot of morals and ethics. Different people have opinions on that now, but that shaped who I am today, as well as some other things. So I'm really proud about that. And yeah, so this amphibious carrier was a pretty cool time in my life when everybody was really happy and families were really close together and going places together and doing things together and sitting at the dinner table and talking and eating and just enjoying things together more than it seems maybe some people do now. Not saying everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to sign off by showing footage from my friend Joseph's toy area where he's added some new display cases. So, okay. Hope you enjoy it. See you next time.
Did some rearranging to integrate the Night Raven. So here's the second case. I finally got the MCC opened up and all the 86 and later figures out. And the top shelf is now the Cobra Air Wing. The original case is now mostly ground troops. Got the snake armor moved to the forward position, so a little more center of attention there. And then the Arctic Hiss. And this is pretty much the same over here.